veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you, and thank you once again for finding the time to be with us for another match pre-game show on Chelsea Perspective. Today, we will take a look at the manager's lineup selection for Chelsea's away game against Heidenheim in Germany. Some surprises there, you could say, but we'll look at it and have a conversation as to whether that 11 is strong enough to get a good result, or whether it would be better of starting certain players. And from what I'm seeing, in my opinion, good signs for João Felix, and we'll get into why I think that's the case. But more importantly, I have to say quickly, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, to those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving. It's a holiday I appreciate so much. You take some time to reflect and appreciate what you've achieved in that particular year, and I'm thankful. The birth of my daughter, progress I've made with regards to my education, professional life, and all that. So I am happy for the growth of Chelsea Perspective also. But despite the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And quickly, I'm going to say hello to those of you in the chat. We have Nemaya Fawale, Felix on the bench. Good sign for him, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Big up, coach. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, my bro Vix, Vic, so to speak. And let's get the likes up, people. The likes do go a long way. McGee, hat trick incoming today. We have a total of 38 people watching, only 5 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. Wherever you're following the show from, sincerely do appreciate you. We're not wasting much of your time. We'll have to go to the presentation window. Not really, presentation window, but we have a news item that I want us to address. Let me do this just quickly. Give me 1 second here. All right, we got these, and I'm not seeing Dante in this window. It looks like he has a connection issue. Give me a second to handle that quickly, then I'll come back to you. But while you wait for me, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all. This window here, I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, this guy here has Dante in it, but I think he has a connection issue. I'm seeing there. But give me 1 second here. Back to the presentation window. Add Dante there. This time it works. All right, let's do this. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along with. Good evening to you, to Emmanuel, Peter, and Ty. Big up to you. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. Dante, let's address the first item before we get into discussing the lineup. That's an update on Reece James's injury. And we learned, I think it was yesterday, that it's not this is different. This is separated from the reoccurring injury, even if it's the same. Maybe it happened maybe somewhere else. I'm not sure whether, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure how well to, you can say, communicate that to the viewers effectively. I look at that badge being besides my name. It looks so beautiful. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good update there. Yeah, I understand you like it. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't have accepted it in the first place. So, and we have in the house Constantine Dantu. It says need to log in. I'm not sure why that is the case. I'm going to do that one more time again. Invite guests, but you were in and out. So I'm not sure why it's saying you need to log in. So here's the link again. Nothing has changed. It's still the same approach. So I'm not sure why that's the case, really. But I've resent it. Hopefully that's different. But yeah, it's the same. Because the ID of the link I'm sharing is the same, EAAE5E48. So yeah, so something must be wrong on your end. Maybe your connection is not as strong enough. But that's, by the way, Constantine Dunn. the captain of the house. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. And we have Vic here saying, I thought Australian government banned Dante from social media. Australia, they have a strong democracy, and I'm quite sure it's not going to be easy to ban social media there. It's important. I'm not sure what else to say, but I don't think that's the sort of place you hear that the social media has been banned, except if the platform fails to, you can say, follow the rules. Again, given the country that they are operating in, I'm not sure how it's to phrase that, but you get my point there. Yeah, he's fine. But Dante, big up to you. This here talks about Reece James. It says, breaking news: Reece James is not expected to play again for Chelsea this year following a hamstring injury. So I'm not sure how that is different. It's still a reoccurring injury, whether it happens in another foot, another leg, or the other one. I'm not sure how to describe that. I'm not an expert. But Dante, big up to you. What do you make of this report suggesting he's not going to play again this season? And clearly, it's a hamstring injury. I feel bad for him because mentally, I know he'll be. You can say in a lot of, you can say, uh, a poor mindset, for lack of a more specific term, to get my point across there. But I think he'd be suffering mentally, obviously, because he loves football and he's a human being. But Dante, let's say your thoughts on the report.
Yeah, big up, coach.
Big up to
Big
you.
up everyone in the chat as well. Thanks, Vic, for that. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen with that. I don't mind it too much, to be honest, but we'll be all right. Yeah, look. Oh yeah, I couldn't sign in. I don't know, coach. You just kept saying you need to log in, log in. This new link you sent, it works, so it's all good.
It's still the same ID, so probably a connection issue. But go ahead with what you were saying.
I've actually got a good connection. I've actually moved rooms. I'm down right next to the modem, so I should have pretty good connection for the
Hmm.
next couple of days because the mother-in-law's away. So I just came down in the other master bedroom, and yeah, I'm right next to the modem, pretty much just outside of it. So I should have much better connection. But anyway, look, yeah, Reece James. I keep saying something was up. I knew something was up with it because it was a bit too quiet, and the way they kind of tucked it away in the back pocket and just said, wait and we'll see what happens. So I knew there was something more wrong there. It is apparently the hamstring that he had surgery on, from what I've seen,
Hmm.
from what I've read. I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently that leaked out. That's the problem, and hence why he's going to be out. So yeah, that's a big major issue. It's a huge issue, actually. It's career-ending issue, actually. To be honest, I've said this many times on here that if that hamstring goes again after it's been repaired like that, pretty much every specialist will tell you that yeah, that's it. That one's done. Not much more they can do about it, to be honest. And he'll probably have to hang his boots up because of it. So yeah, it's sad, but it's reality, unfortunately. There's nothing he can do about it. It just doesn't look like anything he does works. So, yeah, it's really sad, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer. They've taken a bit of the pressure off. Said I'm not sure. Did they say in that report you had up? You said end of the season, but I thought it was only till the end of December.
No, he's not going to play again this season.
Wow, I haven't
This
seen
year,
that.
yeah. So this year, not no, this year, this year.
This year, yeah. So up to
This is so
December, yeah.
he'd still play for this season, but probably around February, March. I'm not sure what time frame. The
Well, look,
answer
January's
specific
coming.
there.
He might be on the market. You never know. From other reports I've read,
Some are
uh,
actually some reports are suggesting that Chelsea are looking to sell him. I don't
they've put
believe
him on the
that
transfer
yet.
market. Yeah,
But that's just my opinion anyway. Go ahead, what you're saying.
yeah. I don't think that's quite true. I'm sure they will have the discussion and they will consult specialists and see. I mean, I don't blame them. I see a lot of people saying we should stick by our captain. He's our captain. He's the best right back in the world.
Yeah, that's just being sentimental right
But
there.
that was 3 years ago
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's 3 years ago. Same injury, injuries before that as well. The same injury before that, since he's been young. Yeah, look, I loved Reece James, like we all do, but cannot blame the club if they are looking to do that one bit, to be honest, because you can have a guy that's earning that much money. He's the highest earner, so besides
And
Sterling,
it's not
obviously.
like his salary is incentivized just like the others. He gets
Yeah, so he's on a big
yep,
salary too.
gets it
Yeah,
week in, week out, irrespective of how badly we're performing or how badly he's playing or whether he's out or 1,000 years. It just doesn't matter. But go ahead with what you were saying.
yeah. So he's on 250, correct? So
Around
look,
that number, I'm not quite sure what the number is. Yeah, but go ahead.
it's 250 a week. Yeah, he's on 250 a week. I think, pretty sure. It will go up if I'm pretty sure if we make Champions League, there is some incentives there, obviously for European competition, etc., etc. But yeah, look, it's a big number, and from what I know from these owners, they're not very sentimental with players. I can see that happening 100%. I think now more than ever, it's going to become a reality, to be honest. If he's out for the whole season and he can't get past this and can't recover, and if it's truly that hamstring, yeah, uh, there could be some trouble coming ahead for him. The best for him would be just to, I think, maybe he can actually retire basically and maybe go work, and go actually that way that saves the club money for the club. Uh, and if he works on it, comes back a couple of years in a couple of years time, works on it, somehow gets his fitness back up and proves his fitness, we can always get him back again, so that's not a problem. So that would be the best solution. Yeah, I really don't see anyone willing to buy him, to be honest. I mean, who's going to buy him with such bad damaged goods? Yeah, and if the specialists say, and if it's that hamstring, and if all the specialists say what I think they will say, well, then yeah, no one will want him. We won't even be able to move him for free if we wanted to.
Yeah, it's difficult. I know Real Madrid wanted him, but they wouldn't risk it right now, even for cheap.
Even
They've
for
had
free,
a
they
bad
won't, coach.
experience.
Even for
Sorry.
zero, they won't, because they have to pay him
Yeah.
a lot of money still, salary wise. So it's yeah, no one will want him at the moment, to be honest. If what I say is correct, and if it's the same hamstring, and the specialists, from what I know from my experience, if they're going to say that, well, yeah, no one's going to, maybe in 2-3 years he might be okay. A couple of seasons, they might try again on it, surgery again or something. Maybe 2-3 years he'll be back, but yeah, there's nothing more for me to say. I mean, yeah, first things would be to take the captaincy off him. No sentiments, unfortunately. I think that should be done pretty much straight away, to be honest. It's the best for the team. And also, no one's going to question that anymore and bring that up anymore. That's it. He's all right. That pressure's off him as well. And just take that off him and, try to put that in the back pocket, like I said, and continue the work we're doing and give it to someone else. Whoever that may be, doesn't matter, but just take that pressure off him as well. And yeah, I think that's what's best for the team, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. The metaphor is saying we need to get another right back at this point. Cannot delay with okay, the Sassy at right back, a huge problem. And Ty is saying that I thought the article initially said Reece James is not expected to play again for Chelsea. The entire tweet didn't come up on my feed or either. Yeah, I thought as
Yeah.
much. But I read it correctly right now this year. So there's a chance he comes back January. We don't know. But we've been there before. On occasions, we've been told that he's going to be out just for a few days, and he ended up staying out for months after months. Yeah, Mike and Nim, nice to see you. Big up to you too. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. A big up Dante, easy on James, please. A big up Mike and Nim once again. Apparently, according to Vic here, the injury is on a different leg. So that's why they're saying they're hesitant a bit. They're not calling it reoccurring, but given that it's he's had a hamstring injury before, it's still a reoccurring injury. So maybe he fixed this one. Maybe he'd be, you could say he that's it. Let's hope that will be the case. Apparently, the injury is on a different leg, so not reoccurring on the same leg, but still reoccurring given the category of injury. He's still 24, and it would be insane to give up on him. I don't think they'd give up on him, but the question I've always asked people is how much time is enough time? I honestly do not know. Let's go. SM, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time joining us this particular morning. Keeping it real, Chelsea. Big up, my bro. Nice to see you. Big up, coach and panel. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, my bro. If you are in the States, this is going to be an interesting Reece James talk. If this injury is a 3 months or more, watch him stay healthy after he is sold. Yeah, we've been there before. Ruben loves his chic, Christian Pulisic, but a prime example would be Ian Robben. We sold him, and yeah, the rest is history. You know, his career. You know how his career went beyond his time at Chelsea. I think they'd give him time, but I don't think it's. I think at some point they will give up. It's business, after all. It's business. You can't just be paying him money and he comes back, stay 2 seconds on the pitch, and then off again, and he'll be out for 1,000 years. It just doesn't make sense. I think they will still give him time, but I'm not sure how much time they will give him. They will let him overcome the current injury. Beyond that, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Get Josh Archibald ready if he's still not looking to leave. And we're hearing that his situation hasn't actually changed, and he isn't even in the squad according to Enzo Maresca. Let's see what else we have here. Retirement is the best solution. And by the way, people just click on the 3 dots to his name. Click on go to channel. Go help him. Go support him. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Retirement is the best solution for the club or James. He has a contract. Yeah, dang it. He says he stays until his contract expires. If Robben made it with more serious injuries, James will. I think he will, but a lot needs to change.
Not quite.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
quite
not
the
a
same.
doctor. I'd say maybe he needs to lose weight and all that. A lot of meat, in my opinion. Achipong should have signed his contract as soon as possible. It's business. You can't just expect him to sign like that. The Sassi not right back. We'll look at the lineup. Big up to you too, Sibanda. Nice to see you, Phil. I hope you're doing well. Reece James is gone. Sadly. I wouldn't say he's gone right now. He signed the new contract while injured. We don't know the details of his wages as it relates to what? To injuries. Okay. And nice to see you, Richard Money Makers. Big up everyone. Everyone wants to support Reece James, but the coach has now told the owners that he doesn't want to play the Sassy as right back in the Premier League or against very strong wingers that could cook them. Okay. I understand. Dante, you were saying something. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Just what Vic was saying there, that about Reece James. Yeah, obviously, I said that would be best for the team and for the club, not for Reece James, as in retirement. Because if he retires, that money goes off the books. So I'm sure there's a way of them giving him the money off the books, off the record somehow. But that would help the team a lot, obviously, because that money goes off the books. He retires, and yeah, they can obviously get a replacement. They'll have a lot more to spend. That's the only reason I said that.
Yeah, nah, bro, we're not gonna do a death row or such a nice style contract here. But that's a good one, and I like it. So Dante, let's look at the lineup here. Jorgensen between the six, Tosin and Badia Sheila, 2 center backs. Renato Viega,
Yeah.
we knew he was gonna start. The Sassi, we got the
Yep.
you could say the back four right?
Got the back
Because today
right.
and the Sassi and Casaday and Keenan Drewsbury Hall,
Got those
we
right as well.
suspected we're going to start, but we did argue that there's a chance he would want some measure of continuity there by starting Enzo Fernandez, or who else did we mention? But we did mention Enzo Fernandez. We thought also Ja Felix would start. I thought Ja Felix would start. I know
You thought, not me.
you
Yeah.
argued he wasn't going to start. I didn't know Mark Guy would start this game. But behind
Yeah,
Mark Guy, you have Nkunku in the number 10 role, Mudryk left wing back, Sancho right, Mudryk left wing, Sancho right wing. Your thoughts
Yep.
on the lineup?
Pretty much exactly like I predicted. I did think Felix will not play because he did, and he might be used a bit more on the weekend. Nkunku, I had him up front, but I said I wouldn't. We'll probably see Guy up front and Nkunku in behind him, most likely, if Felix doesn't play, and that's exactly how it's paid out, pretty much. So, no, it's a good lineup. Pretty much like most of us thought, pretty close anyway. So, yeah, we'll see how he goes. We'll see exactly the setup a bit more closer. If Renato is inverting or he's going to push into a different position, we'll have to wait and see. He might just go invert into defensive mid, and Cassidy and Keenan might actually push up more, make it a 3-1-5-1. So we'll see how that goes, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. From what we've seen lately from Maresca attacking like the more lower opposition.
Yeah, listen, Nkunku, his case is a bit confusing in my opinion. If you ask him, he'd tell you he sees himself as a number nine. But I think some people see him as a 10 given his skill set. Given his skill set, he's equipped. I mean, his passing range isn't poor, but you can say he has acceptable vision and passing range to fulfill the number 10 role. But I'd rather Sancho play in that 10 role and Kunku move into the flanks.
Yeah,
But
and that's why I think, coach. Yeah, I think he'll push up very second striker behind Gee, or maybe even join Gee. I think Keenan or Cassidy, one of them, mostly Keenan, will probably push into that 10 more up more. I think.
so it would be better off paying attention to the application you're suggesting.
Yes, yes. I have a feeling
Yeah.
that'll probably be more likely.
Yeah, I think I agree. Quickly, let's look at who we have again on the bench. We don't have our app here doesn't have the bench. We got everything correct. Yep, here those are the guys on the pitch. Let's see on the bench we have Lucas Buxton, Robert Sanchez, Levi Kowal, Connie Chukwuemeka, Kieno Dyer, midfielder, Sam Rakzaki, João Felix. Sam Razaki, he did get his debut the last time, right?
He did,
Didn't
yeah.
he?
He came on right at the end, yes.
Oh, okay. Sam Razaki, João Felix on the bench, Nani Madueke on the bench. This shows that Nani Madueke probably starts the next game. Tariq George on the bench. Heston Adante, in my opinion, I think this shows that Nani Madueke will most likely start the next game. And for me, I did say João Felix being on the bench in this game is a good sign for him too. Maybe he did well enough that the manager would like to start him against Aston Villa. What do you make of his absence from the starting 11?
Yeah, look, you're talking about Madueke. Madueke, I think.
Both. I'm talking about Madueke and João Felix.
Yeah, well, he did play obviously a full game, so I think it's a short turnaround. So he might come on, he might not. Depends how we go. If we need him to come on and we're doing really well, he won't come on. One of the youngsters will probably get a go. But if we're not doing well and we need a bit more attacking to help, then he'll probably come on. But honestly, I don't expect him to come on if we're doing well. To be honest, I don't see him coming on. That's why there's quite a lot of youngsters in the team, which is great to see.
You don't see who coming on?
Felix, if we're doing well
Yeah,
and we're winning,
mhm.
I don't see him coming on.
But do you
if we're
think,
doing really
as
well.
I've said before, do you think him being on the bench is a good sign for him? I do think so too.
Of course, it's a good sign. Yeah, 100%. It's a good sign. He will be involved most likely. Not sure if he'll start. He could be. I have a feeling
I think he starts.
I think Palmer might be pushed to the right, and maybe he'll start in that 10 against Aston Villa. I wouldn't be surprised at all seeing that. So that's coming to Madueke. Yeah, I think Madueke you're saying it's a good sign for him as well. Yes and no. Like I said, there is that option as well. So we'll just have to see if he comes on or not. If he comes on early, well, then we know he's probably not going to play. If he doesn't come on at all, then maybe he will be involved. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But hopefully we're up quite a bit like we were in most of the games, and we'll see Raksaki, Dyer, George, Mueka, get some of these young players, even Chukwuemeka, bring him on. Let's see these young players play and get them some game time and have a look at them while we've got this opportunity.
Yep, thank you so much. 106 people watching, only 8 of those on YouTube. We still do appreciate you. Please take a second, drop a like on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We can put James on NHS or Obamacare to cover his wages, or put him on coach's insurance. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a good idea, right?
Vic's a
Let's
bit
see what else we
emotional
have
attached.
here. Kieno Dyer is a beautiful player. I hope he gets a few minutes. I hope to see him too. I know nothing about him. Yep, whatever you say there, Nani cannot be our right wing in the EPL. Cup comes only. Cup competitions only. I agree. NATO on the right, please. I think that will eventually become the constant.
And
Nani,
Maresca,
I think. Yeah, he's been stinking things up of late.
And Maresca did say he'll be
things up.
He said Neto will be ready for the Aston Villa game, so they'll play.
Which means Madueke will not start. I'd be shocked Or maybe I don't know. Maybe we still see Neto on the left and Madueke on the right, which
Could be,
would
yeah.
be for me wouldn't make sense, given that Neto he's shown that he's more effective on the right hand side.
I think if Neto is 100%, he'll start. If he's not quite right 100%, maybe 90%, 95%, Madueke might still start and he'll come on. I could see that happening, but hopefully I'm wrong there. And I would still like to see Palmer can play on the right and probably Felix in that 10 role. That could also be the case. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you so much for that. This is saying we are not selling Christopher Nkunku in January. We must work hard. He must work harder. That's the manager also is not looking to sell him, but that's from the club's perspective. What if the player wants to leave? You'll have no option than to move him on. It's really that simple. The manager he said he doesn't want to sell him. That doesn't mean certainly Nkunku stays. It just means from the club's perspective, he's important. The club wants to keep him, but if Nkunku pushes to leave, he's going to get sold, irrespective of whether of your opinion
Yeah.
of him. Yeah, go ahead, Dante.
Yeah, 100% coach. And we've seen that, if the player wants to leave, then we're not going to stand in his way. They're going to work with him to make sure he gets the right place and we get the right reward for it. So exactly to what you said. But of course, Maresca, it's very important. He's very important because if there's no Jackson and we know he's going away soon and he's a yellow card away from missing, then yeah, he's going to be very important, especially in that whole of January.
Yeah, okay, Dante, let's talk about this. Too many changes to my liking, in my opinion. Too many changes, I have to be honest. That's how I see it. Given that there's no continuity here, that can usually lead to a disjointed performance. The defensive line, you could say, yeah, these two,
They played
at least
together,
a
yeah.
body still there, but still, for me, too many changes. And that could lead to a serious problem. And we're talking about a Bundesliga side. We're not talking about like a team nobody has ever heard of before. This is a strong team, irrespective of the fact that there are 15s in the Bundesliga table. It could be a long day, but the good thing is that we have enough quality on the bench that we can bring on to come help change things. But I'm concerned that this is too many changes. It doesn't show it that for me. It simply means that it doesn't look like we respect them well, irrespective of the application or the outcome of the game. It could be a long day for us. But let's hear your thoughts on that, Dante.
Yeah, that, but also you got to take into account a lot of those other players are not registered to play in this competition anyway. So even if you wanted to see some of them, they're not registered, so they can't play. So that back line is
No,
very.
but Enzo Fernandez can play. He's not
Yeah, he
even on
can
the
play,
bench. Easy. Did I
but you
miss
can't
it?
play him in this game, coach. He's played for Argentina 90 minutes. Finger for us for the whole game. You can't play him in this game. That's no way you can play him. That's why you've got a squad to rotate. And we are in a very strong position in this competition. We're top of the table. We're pretty comfortable, to be honest. And this is the game you need to rotate. I'm not worried about the back line. They've been playing together like that for every week, basically, every other, when they're playing for the conference and in the cup game. So that's still a very strong back line. Yeah, only Cassidy and Keenan, they've never played together. This is the first time we're seeing them together. Like you say, that's the only area that's a little bit weaker. The front line is not weak. That's a very strong front line. Guy, he's looked good in the Conference League. He's done okay. He can, this is for him. It's his chance. So, but that three in behind him, that's, yeah, again, they've played quite a lot together in the Conference League. So it's good. I think it's a good lineup. But yeah, the midfield is the only problem. We'll see how we set up, like I said, when we start. But if they go a bit more forward, then it's probably not as much. But we'll just have to see how they set up. But yeah, they never played together, and they're both not defensive midfielders. Casaday's never played there. He only played once when he played for us there. He didn't do too bad, but he was quite out of position many times. Keenan's never played. He's played there, but he's only played at Leicester in the 10, in the 8/10 where Nkunku is. That was his position at Leicester. So we still haven't seen him in his preferred position either. So we'll just have to wait to see again how it sets up. I would like to see him going into that 10 and doing 2 10s with Nkunku. That's the ideal, what I would like to see from him. And Renato and Cassidy in the midfield. And that's plenty, I think, defensive cover for Cassidy. If you got Renato inverting next to him, that's two really big, strong bodies, good in the air. it'll be very tough for Heidenheim. Like I said, Heidenheim were a good team last season, but a lot has changed this
Mhm.
season, and they're really struggling, conceding a lot of goals. They're playing like they want to played last year, but that doesn't work when you don't have those players to play like that anymore. Uh, can they score? Yeah, they can probably score. They'll probably score. I would say they might get a goal from a free kick header. Like I said, they like to play with two strikers up front normally, so they got that physicality there. But other than that, they're not strong at all. They leak goals. They play. They're open. They're all over the place. And yeah, I think we're in a strong position. So I don't mind the change, to be honest, because you cannot play. You have to rest Enzo for this game. There's no one else you can play there.
Yeah, I think you've succeeded in you can say convincing me that Enzo Fernandez shouldn't start in this game.
Yeah, you probably
But
put
that's fine.
Lavia
Here's
in.
the
If he
thing.
was registered,
Yeah,
you put Lavia to play for this game. Exact. I would put Lavia to play in this game. Get his minutes back up,
you
fitness back
did
up.
check yesterday, and did you find out that whether he's registered to play in the competition or not? Not, I can't
No, I
quite
don't think
remember.
he's registered for this competition. No.
Mm. All
Yeah.
right, well,
So
thank you for that. I think we've addressed that particular comment here, this one here, and Charles, and I think that's Shanks. Nice to see you with midfield. Dante, let's talk about this. Eventually, I have never seen a game where either of our fullbacks, none of our fullbacks, you could say inverts. I can't quite remember one in particular. Instead, they do that. You could say in a more conserved manner, not just a reduced manner, maybe for lack of a more specific language there. But here's the thing. These two guys are CMs, just like somebody mentioned. Weak midfield just reflects the fact that maybe your belief that none of these guys are traditionally a DM. CMs, if anything, at most, or box to box, a hybrid of 8 and 6. Leaving our defense vulnerable. But here's the thing, Dante, let me ask you this. I think Renato Vega will most definitely invert. So
hundred
we'll
percent
see a back three, in my opinion. We'll see something
correct.
similar to this. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
That's how it will be. That's why
yeah.
it's set up that way, coach. That's what the reason it's
Mhm.
set up this way with those big physical defenders there and Renato starting. He's going to add that muscle. And one of Cassidy or Keenan, I think Keenan will be the one will push forward.
Okay, so it'd be something like this. Yeah, this guy joins here for it would be
Yeah.
3-2-4-1.
I think it'll be more of a 3-2-4-1. Not
Yeah.
quite the 3-5-1 we saw against Noah
Mhm.
uh, or even Leicester at the start at the first 30 minutes. Could be. You can always leave Renato there as the lone DM and you can push Cassidy in there as well. And then you can do that. We'll have to wait and see how bold Maresca is. I don't mind going for a 3-5-1. Uh, Probably Nkunku will be more forward, really. It'll be a 3-1-4-2, more like something like that. He might just want to take the game away early and go hard at Heidenheim and, shock them. And like he did against Leicester, shock them, go hard at them, and put the game away early, basically.
I think he may well be chances are 3-1-4-2. Um, but it's a huge risk in this competition, given you could say lack of coherence.
Was it a big risk
Chopping
against
a lot of
Leicester,
chopping
coach?
and changing, it would be a huge risk to try to play with a single six and or maybe make it like you said, 3-1. Is that 4-2 something? Yeah, and Kunku
Yeah,
coming here, making
yeah,
it complete in the two guys here, right?
yeah,
And this guy coming up here, and this guy
correct.
coming central here. But it's a
Yep.
huge problem given that this guy he hasn't played consistently in this position since he joined us.
Yeah, but he's played there a lot. He played there a lot at Basel. He played more there than actual left back. So yeah, he's got no problem playing there, and he's been training. Obviously, he's been training obviously for that position and left back, left centre back. He can play anywhere, coach. You've seen it already. He can do that job very easily. He's got all the attributes: the physicality, the defensive side, aerial. He's hasn't got that quick acceleration, but he's got the speed. He's very very fast when he gets going. After he gets going, so I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see how again Leicester would you have said that would have been a massive risk against Leicester doing a 3-1-5-1 against Leicester? Oh, maybe coach is gone there for a second. I think his son was screaming a bit. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
see,
you heard him. He was screaming. They were
yeah,
fighting.
he's screaming. Yeah, I had to double check. I thought, is that my son upstairs? I can hear something. Oh no, it's not. It's your son. Yeah. Look, would you say that was a big risk against Leicester to do that 3-1, 5-1?
I know he wasn't. Even you listen, if you remember, we did when during the preview of the game, we talked about how it makes sense to play a more attacking start a more attacking 11 than usual. You get the point, and it worked.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, and I still argue clearly because he got a goal and an assist. Had they gone for the pairing of Moses Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, one could argue that yeah, the game could have ended in a draw
pretty
because you
much. Yeah,
take off Enzo Fernandez,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Coach. Yep,
Yeah, so
exactly.
it's again. So we knew we needed to attack them. If they sat deep and we had a two more traditional leaning sixes, then we're not going to pressure them well enough to get those goals. Chances are they'd hit us on the break and get goals, in my opinion. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I look at it. This Heidenheim, Leicester, they're not very different, to be honest. They play a similar style in a way, but Leicester, I would say Leicester is better than Heidenheim, just based on this season and the way they're
Mm.
playing and how many goals they're conceding. And yeah, Leicester is actually a better team than Heidenheim this season. So that's why I say I would not be surprised, and I don't mind it. I like it. I can go at them really early, get that crowd out of the game. One thing they'll have is the crowd on their side. They're a full stadium. It's a small stadium. It's a good pitch, nice pitch, which is good at least. That'll help. But it's a 15,000 little stadium, very close to the pitch, so it will be very loud. So you want to get that crowd out of the game as soon as possible, and that's why I would go this. I would go 3-1, 4-2, or 5-1. Doesn't matter. I would go hard at them and yeah, just shut up the crowd basically, and that does it. That's pretty much it. After that, we can fall back maybe into a more stable formation, but just go hard at them and just take the crowd out of the game and take them out of the game really early on.
I would just say it's an Nkunku's day. He's
Hold on,
played in
coach. Sorry,
Germany
my
before,
son's there here now too.
so
Hold on. You jinxed it.
sorry.
The same with my son as well. All right, I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. Our coach has been teaching Casade how to become a defensive midfielder because of his physicality. Well done, coach. Well done to you too, brother. I appreciate you. I hope you're getting better. Let's see what else we have here. We have won 3-3 with our makeshift lineups. Everything will be all right, coach. I hope so. But we're talking about a German side. They don't make too many changes. I'm quite sure, except for the players that are out injured, and I don't know how important those players that are out injured are to Heidenheim. But beyond that, for me, they don't make too many changes. For them, this is their Champions League, in my opinion. They you could say they come out swinging with their strongest 11, possible strongest 11, given they have a few players out injured. And I'm quite sure you follow football long enough to know that making as many as changes, you could say how many changes. Okay, yeah, that's practically 10 changes. That's usually a huge issue, in my opinion, a huge concern. But let's see. Who's on the bench for players? Let me check for you quickly. Shanks on the bench. I'll give you forward players. Okay, let's see. Connie Chukwemeka is there. Kenadaya, midfielder, not forward players there. We have Joao Felix there. Um, who else? Nani Madueke is there. Shumaira Mehuka. I'm not sure who that is. That's the first time I'm seeing that name. And then Tariq George. Yeah. So and Malik Cousteau, yeah, not gonna play a part. We already know that. So I think, but probably will be ready for the Aston Villa game. Pedro Neto will also be ready for the Aston Villa game. Rich James won't play again this year. Till next year. So probably maybe January and hopefully January. For me, I'm just concerned the number of changes. I trust Casade. But if you're gonna have, if you really want him to do well and improve, pair him with, you can say, someone pair him with Enzo Fernandez, or maybe even Moises Caicedo. I don't think Caicedo is registered for this competition. I'm not well acquainted with I-11 of this particular
No, he's not, coach. No.
Okay, he's not. So, because today, this makes it difficult for him to do well. I hope he does well. He's a good player. But I'd go for either of the two starting at 2 6s, and yeah, and maybe you said Lavia is registered. He's not registered for this competition, right?
I thought he was, but Finger was adamant that he's not yesterday, and I checked it up and I couldn't see him there either. So yeah, I don't think he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't start a novice pairing there, in my opinion.
Well, there's no
It's a
one else to
huge
start,
risk.
coach.
Sorry.
This is it. There's no one else to start.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What
He
other
gets paid
midfielders would
to
you
play.
start?
I'd play Enzo Fernandez and one of those two guys.
No, you can't risk Enzo Fernandez in this game. He's played too much. He's played, like I said, international. You played 2 games for Argentina. Then he flew back late, played for us pretty much the whole game again. You can't expect him to play again. That sounds like our ex-coach. It doesn't sound good.
What changes do you expect to see in the second half? I know change. You could say, um, you could say the progress will. You could say how things are going. Those define the changes, in my opinion. If we're doing well, that dictates who comes on and who gets taken out, to avoid that person getting injured. Who do you think comes on? Let's say we're leading 2-3 nil into a 60th minute.
Well, then I can only see the youngsters coming on, to be honest. George will come on, probably there.
I would have started George over Sancho.
I would, but the Sancho needs the minutes. He hasn't played nearly 3 weeks, coach. He had that. It came off
Due
injured.
to injury.
Yeah, he came off. He had time off. He was supposed to come
Was
back.
it injury or illness?
Illness, but it's an injury as well. I think it's both. He was ill for that game, but then he picked up a little injury in training, and that's why he was out another couple of weeks. But he needs the game time. You can't just chuck him in, so he needs a bit of game time, and this is what this competition's for perfectly. And that makes the side much stronger as well. That gives you more firepower than going forward. So that helps a lot. Makes the team much stronger. So he needs the minutes. He does well. He'll come off early. Simple as that. Tyreek George will come on for him most likely. If, like I said, if we're losing or it's 0-0, then maybe Madueke will come on. But if not, it'll be Tyreek George. In the midfield, I think they'll play most of that game. I think they'll play quite a lot of the game, if not all the game. You'll see Chukwuemeka probably come on for one of them. That'll probably be the only change there, I think. There's no one else. If we're ahead, if we're ahead, like you said, 2-3 nil, then you might see maybe Raksaki giving a go, Dyer giving a go. Maybe then might get a go. That's the only way. The striker,
Oh my
Mueka.
goodness, Dante! I totally forgot that Jude joined us, and he's not saying anything. He's just listening. Maybe he's busy.
Oh.
I don't know. Jude, you can always come in, and I totally forgot you joined us. In all honesty, yeah, but if you're there, let's get your thoughts on the lineup. Whether you think the manager could have done something. You can say could have selected certain players in certain position. Bro, you're an OG here. Which kind of life it is? You just join. Talk. And probably in a few minutes we'll be rounding off the show. But go ahead and quickly. While Jude is speaking, I'm going to redirect the show. I did find out, even though he didn't tell me, but I did find out that Tobeho will be doing a watch along. So I would redirect this show to that particular show. So once it ends, you'll be taken to his channel. Even if you don't have, you're not going to be part of it. Just drop a like for him to help him garner more likes, and subsequently which will in turn get the YouTube algorithm to push the stream to more people who'd be interested in the watch along. But go ahead, Jude. Apologies, please. Okay, apologies, bro.
Can you hear me? Good morning from here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear. Yeah. But please, next time you're an OG here, you can say you have something to say.
Okay,
or speak up, or like Bobby.
I was enjoying what Dante was saying, though. And I think I got carried away listening. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Big up,
Dante. Good, big up, my friend.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Big up to you too.
Yeah, I think it's okay because there's need for rotation. Like I would have been surprised if I saw Enzo on the lineup because he came from Argentina and then played a very strenuous game against Leicester. So I think he needs that rest as well. So I think the front line are guys that are very familiar with this competition, except for experience. Would be very useful here too. So front line is fine. I'm just a bit skeptical with okay, but actually is pairing with Tosin, that's okay. He's not pairing with Disasi, but
Oh, no, I can't really hear Jude, coach. Is that just me or you as well?
I think yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's not,
You sounded like a robot.
you have a connection issue, Jude.
okay. Let me see. Okay, I think my Wi-Fi is connected. Can you hear me now?
We can't hear
Sounds
you.
like Yeah, you sound like a robot or underwater, Jude.
Yeah, that's how I'm hearing you too. I'm hearing you like I'm hearing both of you like your voice is cracking. Can you hear me now?
No, it's still the same thing. Unfortunately, yeah, it's one of those days.
Okay,
Distortion, yeah.
yeah. Okay, let me
Nick
change
Hadley, thank you for, yeah.
let me change my location and see.
Okay, Dante, let's hear you. Would you have done anything differently, Dante?
Uh, no, no. I predicted pretty much this. I knew Felix probably won't play. Sancho, I said will definitely probably play because, like I said, for that reason he hasn't played, so he needs the minutes. Uh, so this is exactly what I've pretty much chose. Yeah, Guy needs some play time, especially this is his chance against these teams to show us what he can do. So he needs that play time. No, that's about it, to be honest. I would have chosen pretty much exactly the same team. So there's nothing, I don't mind the rotation. I don't mind having all the big changes. Uh, I don't mind that because it's necessary. In this competition, it is a weak competition, so I don't mind it at all.
All right, thank you so much. I think we have nothing else to discuss right now. Unfortunately for Jude, he is having a connection issues. His sound is distorted. So yeah, people, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, Chelsea will not ruin my Thanksgiving for me. We'll have a total of 436 people following the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I appreciate you all, but only 11 on YouTube. That's shocking, really.
Thanksgiving, coach. Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving to you and anyone in the
Yeah, thank
States.
you. I appreciate that. And happy Thanksgiving to all of us that celebrate value the holiday. Whatever it means to you, happy Thanksgiving to you all. I appreciate you all. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And up the Chelsea. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.